Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today, we've got some crucial news you don't want to miss. Let's dive right into the top financial headlines and break down what's happening. Today's financial headlines are buzzing about a significant remark made by Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock. He stated that the market is wrong on Fed rate cut bets. While big investment firms occasionally offer their perspectives for entertainment, Fink's comments resonate deeply, reflecting widespread investor concerns. He highlighted that, given the ongoing growth of the U.S. economy, the market is overly optimistic about rate cuts, predicting growth of 2% to 3% over the next 2 years. Fink expressed skepticism about the drastic easing implied by future interest rate curves, arguing that the current focus on weak sectors neglects areas of strength in the economy. Fink's views have sparked considerable discussion on Wall Street, especially since he conveyed that the economy is on a solid growth path, dismissing fears of a soft or hard landing. He believes it's ill-timed to push for aggressive Fed rate cuts when the economy is performing well. Additionally, he noted that the market's rise in the past year partially reflects an early pricing in of rate cuts. In another noteworthy comment, Fink called on Western companies to reassess their ties with China, especially in light of China's support for Russia's economy. He emphasized the need for a serious discussion about this relationship, especially as geopolitical tensions rise. As the largest asset management firm that first launched full mutual fund operations in China, BlackRock faces scrutiny from U.S. lawmakers regarding its investments there. Fink's stance is especially significant now as investors closely watch how the Chinese stimulus measures play out. While some in Wall Street are optimistic about these developments, the mainstream investment community has yet to fully endorse this optimism. If major players remain hesitant, it could undermine confidence in Chinese markets. Overall, Fink's remarks not only highlight the ongoing complexities in U.S.-China relations but also signal a cautionary approach to investment in a rapidly evolving global landscape, which could have lasting implications for market sentiment. The second important news story to share today is the missile attack from Iran on Israel, which has been widely reported by global media. The Wall Street Journal's headline reads, "Iran attacks Israel with missiles, drawing vows of retaliation." This incident underscores the accuracy of U.S. intelligence, as Iran launched a series of missiles targeting Israel, escalating tensions and raising fears of a broader conflict in the Middle East. Israeli military estimates suggest that Iran fired around 180 missiles today, significantly more than the 120 missiles launched in April of this year. Just before this missile assault, a shooting incident near the light rail station in Tel Aviv resulted in the deaths of 6 Israelis, which has been labeled a terrorist attack. According to statements from the Israeli military, the missile attacks from Iran appear to have subsided for now. Israeli military spokesperson Daniel Hagari announced in a televised statement that there are currently no further aerial threats detected from Iran. The key question now is whether Iran's response will mirror its previous actions in April, which ended relatively quickly, or if there will be further retaliation. Iran's official statement suggests a similar tone to their remarks following the April attacks, warning that if Israel retaliates or takes further hostile actions, Iran will respond with devastating force. This implies that Iran may hope to conclude the current escalation. However, it remains to be seen whether Israel will accept this de-escalation or if further conflict is on the horizon. Overall, the situation is highly fluid, and continued observation is necessary as tensions in the region rise. The third important news story shared today comes from The Economist, which published an article discussing the economic policies proposed by Trump and Harris in their campaigns. The headline reads, "Harris's and Trump's economic plans both promise utopia high spending, low taxes, and don't worry about the deficit." The article highlights 3 main features common to both candidates' economic proposals: high spending, low taxes, and indifference to deficits. The piece illustrates that any American high school holding a student council election inevitably sees a candidate present an agenda filled with enticing promises like free pizza for lunch or unlimited breaks far beyond their actual ability to fulfill them. This same impulse drives Kamala Harris and Trump in their recent economic policy speeches in battleground states, where they present competing visions of a utopia without checks on spending, with higher expenditures and lower taxes, all while neglecting concerns about deficits. On September 25, Harris spoke in Pittsburgh, claiming to be a pragmatic capitalist who aims to double down on Biden's economic agenda by expanding national subsidies for housing, childcare, and domestic manufacturing. Just a day earlier, in Savannah, Georgia, Trump unveiled his own manufacturing policy, proposing to attract jobs back to the U.S. through tax incentives, deregulation, and punitive tariffs on foreign competition. Later, on September 27, Trump warned in Walker, Michigan, that unless he is elected, the American auto industry would cease to exist. Trump's economic approach breaks with the decades-long orthodoxy of Reaganomics, challenging the Republican Party's traditional views on free trade, national debt concerns, and skepticism towards family subsidies and welfare programs. This shift has attracted a large portion of the working-class demographic to the Republican Party, prompting a more favorable stance on union tax credits and low-wage workers, issues that were once primarily Democratic concerns. The new version of Trump's economic plan includes hefty tariffs and lower corporate taxes, with a proposal to reduce the corporate tax rate to 15%, alongside personal tax cuts and exemptions from taxes on tips and Social Security benefits. He also advocates for a regulatory relief strategy, suggesting that for every new regulation, 10 existing ones should be repealed. Biden's economic policies, on the other hand, reflect a response to Trump's approach, combining a strong desire to protect key industries with elements from Sanders and Warren's agendas, including a Green New Deal and universal health care, all funded by substantial taxes on the wealthy. The Economist concludes that while both Trump and Harris present distinct visions for the economy, they share a common thread: they believe the benefits of their proposals are so significant that there's no need to weigh the associated costs. In response to this article, I have a perspective to share: elections are just elections. Much like the previous election cycle, where Democratic candidate Andrew Yang proposed radical ideas like giving money to everyone, the ultimate decision for American voters isn't based solely on candidates' lofty promises. This illustrates a deeper truth about the excitement surrounding U.S. elections. It's essential to take these proposals with a grain of salt and not to take them too seriously. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.